So now the question is, how do we loop through these? Now we've loaded up a couple of pages, Twig coding standards and comparison of PHP template. And these two pages are going to serve as a really useful tool for figuring out how to map what you know about Drupal 7 to Drupal 8, particularly from PHP template to Twig. So I'm going to do a quick search in this comparison of PHP template and Twig theming paradigms. And what I'm going to do is do a search for loop. Okay, and it doesn't turn up anything, so I'm going to search for a particular type of loop, for each. Okay, there we go. Control structures. In PHP template, we would use for each, like so, but in Twig, we're going to use this style. So I'm going to copy this and go back to our template. And the looping is going to happen down here underneath the paragraphs. We can actually remove this other line, which was our old icon code. And we're going to grab items, and we're going to do for item in items. And then we'll put that N4 on another line here. And so for each of these, we're going to access subvariables inside of item. And if we go back to this control structures section, it's not really telling us how to do that. But what we might be able to do is search the Drupal code base for this for code and see if there are any examples. So I'm going to go back to our editor and search the code base for. And it looks like we have several examples. Okay, so in this one, it's for item in content. And you can see here that the way that we're accessing elements inside of this array, so basically array items inside of an array, is by using the dot syntax, so item.link, item.description. All right, so let's try doing the same thing. I'm going to go back to our Trails history block here and refresh on the way that we're going to structure this. So we're taking the link, we're doing a dash, then we're doing the time, and then we're doing a translated ago, and we're wrapping all of these in a list item. Okay, so let's go back to our template. Let's start out with a list item, and we'll end that. And then we're going to do our double brackets and do item.link, and then we'll do a dash. And then we'll do our item.ago, and then we'll do a translated ago. So I'm just going to copy this code from here, put in ago, then we'll add the ending curly brackets. And let's save this and see what happens. I'm going to go back to the browser and go back to our home page and refresh. Okay, so it looks like this might not be working right, but if we look at the longer history, we'll see that it's just that the home page isn't giving us a title to work with, and we are actually rendering this just fine. So awesome, we just figured out how to loop inside of our template.